Hey all Evil Eyes out there, my name is Evil Eye and welcome to Glitch in the System, but this one's a little different this time. Today I am joined by Katie, Sushi, and Over. These are people who have personal experience with Glitch in the System. Sorry, my grandma just came in and yelled at me, quiet. Okay, I will be quiet. Okay, sorry. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about yourselves, that'd be good. Just dead silence now.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Which one goes first?
Okay, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I go first because Katie's still on mute, probably still dealing with that. I'm Sushi, I'm the co-director for the game, and I do basically a lot of different things. Writing, art, programming, music, sound effects. I guess I'm sort of like the picker-upper of the team.
You do puns.
Yes.
You do puns.
If you're throwing at the puns in the game, 99% chance it's Sushi. Sometimes it is me. It's usually her.
Generally speaking.
Then probably most of the Frank ones were yours.
The what?
The heart-to-heart ones.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the Jack in the Box one was me.
Oh, I
I'll
love
say
that
that.
one. That was
that
a good
one was funny.
That one was
That
a good
one
one.
was funny.
I will admit that one's a
Yeah.
good one.
That was me.
Yeah.
So it's not always her.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So
But most
Yeah.
of the other ones were very likely mine.
all right, Over. If you want to go next, if Katie is
Yes.
still kind of busy.
Hello, I'm the overachiever. I also go by Anthony since that's my real name, but I actually helped test some of the levels early on, and so I'm just kind of here to provide my input, I guess, from that testing out aspect. There are no spoilers to give, though, as the next area has not been finished yet.
Yeah, no spoils. I don't want to put any spoils into
No,
this
no
video.
spoilers are available to give.
No spoils. And of course, you guys know me. My name is Evil Eye. I'm a YouTuber here on the channel, so there's not really much introduction there. Let me see here. I have Coca-Cola Zero Sugar now with the same great Coke taste and a hint of added vanilla and orange. If that makes any good thing.
I tried it a while ago. It's like an orange creamsicle.
It is, and I love it.
That is exactly how I describe it.
I mean, here's the thing. I can't have many calories, so... Katie, are you good to go, or...?
Yeah, I'm here. I just gotta wait for you guys to finish up your discussion of Coke, because I don't actually like Coke, so...
That's okay.
You know, some people are more Pepsi. I get that.
No,
Well,
I don't like regular Coke. Diet Coke is fine. Regular Coke is disgusting.
Alright.
She's a super taster.
So nasty.
Respectable. Alright, Katie, you can go now.
My name is Katie, also known as Lily, depending on where you are talking to me from. I am the idiot who got all this started. I came up with the initial idea for the boss, and I think Sushi can chime in here, but I think I came up with most of the main story for Glitch. I think
so too.
All the twists and turns and stuff, and because Sushi generally fills in the little small plot details and stuff like that, but I'm like a very big picture thinker, and so everything it's building up to is pretty much mine. And I write dialogue. I created the characters. I feel like I created Mac.
You did. You basically did at this point.
I think I created Mac. I mean, I know Sushi and I talked a lot about him, but I think...
Well,
I think I may have contributed a bit, but...
The question is, who actually first came up with the concept of Mac?
Oh, there's a story behind that.
Oh, I guess we might find out about that story, because I know a lot of people really love Mac. Like, every single time I, like, put up a picture of Mac on my Twitter, like, most of the people who actually know who Mac is are people who have actually played the game and are like, yes, you're doing Mac, I love it. And, I mean, so far, I really love Mac as a character. He's a very great concept, and I think he's just a fantastic concept to come up with. Because, I mean, it inspired kind of me to create Intel, which you guys, I told you a little bit about her personality-wise and things like that. I mean, she's still kind of in development, and if I could make her into a character in a game, that'd be amazing. But actually, a lot of Glitch in the System is making me really want to go back to video game design because of the fact that when I did it before, I didn't know what I was going to do in college, basically. I just was like starting out, just doing the basics, and then I finally figured out I wanted to do video game design because of the fact that I was seeing so many concept designs and concept games for certain YouTubers, and I was just like, wow, this is so amazing. I want to be able to do that. Sadly, the program of spring of 2021 this year shut down because nobody was taking the 2-year program anymore. So I had to basically lose 85% of the degree that I was doing for an AA degree is gone. And I could still go for the certification, which I might do depending on how this semester goes with computer programming, because I'm just doing like web-based building and things like that, which I know can get a lot of business going, but at the same time, I would really like to do something that makes me happy, and that kind of makes me happy. And oops, I smacked my mic again. But, so getting into this, so this interview is basically just like kind of going over certain parts of the game that I really wanted to talk about with you guys, and certain questions about the game that kind of like, what was your most favorite parts, what were your most hated parts, and things of that nature. So the first one I want to go over was the hospital. So I have that saved right here. So we're going to go right to it.
Sushi has a lot more to say about this than I do.
Yeah.
This was kind of her pet project here.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you this, Sushi. Why?
Oh, that was my idea.
Yeah, that was not mine. I cannot claim that idea.
Okay, then Katie, why?
The initial painting was done by Alina, who I'm sure you've heard about, but haven't actually met because she is not on. Well, she's on Discord, but she's like never responsive. So she is technically on the page.
Mm-hmm.
So Alina. So, in the initial, we were talking about Jack's apartment in The Boss, which I think Alina designed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she made the maps for that. I was like, the wall is looking really bare. We should have something on it, like a painting or something. And then I joked, oh, well, maybe we should have like this really posh painting of Jack that he would never have in real life. She's like, okay, hold on a second. And she left the chat and came back like an hour later with that. We were like... he would never hang that up, and she's like, I know, that's why. And then so that episode just totally came from. So it was not my idea.
And then this
was not. But me drawing the mask on it, that was my idea.
Well, I love that idea, but at the same time, just why? Why, Katie?
Wait, the eraser marks on the table, is that my idea?
Huh?
Because the eraser marks on the table, like, oh, he tried to erase the table.
I don't remember.
Because I feel like that one might have been my one contribution to that, is like, oh, he doesn't know how paintings work, he thinks maybe the rest of him is under that, so...
Yeah.
That's
so
not
it's literally just the painting of Jack from his house. If you go into his house later in the game, it's not there, and that's because it's there. And, Schneep has edited it so that it's a painting of him.
Well, it was very good. Also, I really like whoever put that as an idea, the postcard that was showing up in one of Jack's videos. Because
that was definitely Sushi.
Yeah.
What?
The postcard picture.
I don't think that was me. Was that like McCory or?
That I think that was you.
Also,
because I don't remember that.
Also, Katie, I'm pretty sure this probably killed you to write Schneepelstein's dialogue. It was.
Oh no, it was fine because he was talking in such a heavy accent, and his grammar, if you look at like the placement of the commas and stuff, is correct. And the spelling is obviously incorrect, but like it's kind of. So
and doing his voice when I do it, I know how he like says it. So it's like, he is not one of mine patients. You see, under the mine care of fuck, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
One of mine patients, you see, under mine care for the acute case of the tension that is hyper.
Thank you.
That was good. That was fantastic.
That was really good, actually. Gosh, wow, man, I messed up so many times, and you could just do it. The only reason I mess up is because my autism.
Like I said, this was Sushi's pet project, so she wrote the dialogue. She wrote like 95% of the dialogue for Schneep, although some of the ideas were mine. Like the shower bit was my idea, but Sushi did the audio for it.
It was too good. You were like, hey, can we have this happen? And you gave me like, I think one of the files, and I'm like, sure, let me go see if I can do something with that.
Also, one other thing I noticed is that, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on the sprite for Schneeblestein, I do see like splatters of blood behind him and on the front of him. I don't know if that was a purposeful thing or not.
Design choice.
It was a design
I think the
choice.
person who made the sprite, who I think was Banshee Bear, Una. I don't remember. I think that she was the one who made it.
I mean, that kind of fits him since he's like insane, so.
I don't think it's anybody's actual blood. I think he just got his coat that way. It came pre-bled on.
That's kind of scary if that's pre-bled on. Actually, no, doing Schneeblestein's voice is actually really fun to do because it's like, you don't normally do that kind of accent kind of stuff, you know, and it's like, it's really fun to do. I've also kind of like, it's gotten, wow, my brain, what was that? It was a very big fart, and don't say that's what smells in here over, you've done it too many times.
I've done it too many times, but it's still always worth it.
No, he killed everybody with that joke, on the last video.
It was the one after it that I killed everyone with.
No, it was like Hearts and Heroes, he said that, and I was just, everybody was dead.
Yeah, that one was that, but
anyway,
like the last part, yeah.
So
right.
I assume Sushi would want to talk more about this section because I think she
Yeah.
came up with the story and the conflict and all of that stuff, and the terminology that nobody can pronounce. Me.
Okay, well, this time though, sphygmomanometer is an actual word.
Yeah.
Like, hydrospersion is not. That was one that I just kind of threw together for the last game. This one is an actual word, so.
Oh yeah.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how you made that word up. Just hyperspersion. I couldn't even say it. I didn't know how to pronounce it because I said
it's
hyperpersion.
Well, it's hydrospersion because hydro for water and then spersion for dispersing.
Yeah.
Because you're putting it over a firewall, so it's like, I know, it's like really
Oh my god, the
cheesy,
play
but...
on words. The play on words.
I think disperses hydro.
Writers make a game. Like, people who were predominantly writers or artists go in and make games. By the way, your mouse is on the screen.
Oh. I always forget.
Sushi wrote the book too. Sushi wrote the whole book.
She wrote the whole
It's
book.
amazing. Look at the table of contents. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. I kind of saw. I kind of like read
The
back.
page
Hello
numbers.
and welcome to my guide for pills that I give to my patients. While this is not a complete list of everything that is under my command, under power, jurisdiction, because you all do not have the necessary license to be a surgical inclined peoples like me, this is a good enough if you should ever thrust this into your hands, because I am too busy to be dealing with the fine patient of mine. So all you have to be it's just hang on.
Okay, but
So-
look at the page numbers on the left.
1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 374. It's like the rest
Preview
is
of
just
his
blank up until that
autobiography
point.
is most of the book.
Yeah.
And it's a preview.
And there's so many good jokes in there.
That's true.
It was my idea to make the entire book's font Comic Sans, though, because that's kind of a joke that it's like a really crappy font.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Before we do this, also, I wanted to congratulate you on this because I love this part. Hang on. I saved it. I saved it for this moment. The throne that is Schneeblestein's bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think I actually designed the bathroom.
Yeah.
You designed that.
I designed this one. I'm not very good at mapping, but this was me.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. Thank you for making that, and I absolutely love that.
I think I designed all of these rooms, actually, all the shower rooms.
You did all the shower rooms?
I think I did.
Oh dang.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah, and then
I think
here was
we
this.
have a
Here was
flower
this.
room.
This was
I
something
mean,
that
it looks like something I would design because I am like into symmetry, and so if there's two palm trees on either end, chances are I probably designed it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably it. And then I'm gonna figure this out on my own. I would love to have the information, but I know that you guys like to keep secrets. So
no, you have the
Actually, yeah, no, it's easy enough. Actually, it's
You have
just
the information.
the birth date of each character, basically. I won't give the
Oh.
specifics so you can find it on your own, but it is that.
Oh,
There is
okay.
that information is widely
Basically,
available in the game.
yeah.
Oh,
Then find out.
I mean, like, it's available on their ID card, which you get later on.
Yes, you can go
Oh.
back after you get the ID cards to put these in. Which you
Oh.
couldn't originally do in the Ace build.
Oh,
tell you
okay,
now.
that makes more. Okay, so the characters, so like Jack, Billy, Jenny, Cliff. Yeah, okay, now I got it. So it's like
Yeah.
each one of their. Okay, that makes more sense. I'll have to go back and do that and do like an overview of the game again, because I've done a few recorded overviews of the game so far with my friends, but I wanted to do like the interview right now for like just for the fun sake of it. And then Schneebelstein's office I found really cool as well.
This was Sushi's.
This was Sushi. I also like how, like, when you go into it, it was so funny. There was this one part, I don't know who made this. I want you guys to tell me who did this. It was the refrigerator. That was the thing that got me, was the refrigerator full of human body parts. Oh my god.
That, I would actually say, I think that was inspired a little bit by, like, an episode of Sherlock that I was watching.
Oh,
Where
but
it's
look
like...
at the magazines.
The magazines.
Have you
Oh
looked
yeah,
at
yeah, the
magazines?
magazines right here. This one was very funny because like, oh wait, actually no. It was the one for the bed. Like he was like all modeled and whatnot, but he's like,
Yes.
do you have to model urine samples?
Well, yeah, because he is quite the specimen.
Sushi
Yes, that
also
is-
drew
Oh
that.
no!
That's a
Please
stealth
don't put PMA in my DNA, please. Oh no.
What was the thing that inspired it? I feel like there was something specifically inspired that,
Oh my gosh.
but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like, okay, so like, the magazine's over there. Guess he made the Medical Weekly Doctor highlights reel, and then, did you need to analyze urine specimens in the picture too? And he's like, yeah, he's one sexy, strong specimen of a man.
Yeah, that's exactly the
Yeah, but you have to look at
exactly
the
the joke.
magazines.
And then I love how like certain plants, if you go up to them, will have like certain names, which I found very cute. That was a very cutesy thing to do. So like
you
that's Lawnmower Larry, and then oh my goodness, and then this one over here. What was it? Jebediah, that's right. And then it's Kerbals! That face, by the way, is adorable. I love the concept
That's
design
one
for
of
that
Alina's.
face. That is.
So Alina did Alina did the main PSC faces, and we've edited them a bunch since, but there are some of the originals from the first game, and that is one of hers.
Yeah, I know, like, I noticed, like, with, like, certain characters, I don't think Cliff is one of them, but I know, like, give me a moment, my brain needs to think. It's Chase, all the egos and stuff like that are the ones that have, like, a different look to them, and they look,
That's
like, a lot
no.
clearer a bit.
People are trying to redo the style, but you know it's really difficult to do. And so we have HD versions of Jack, Billy, Jenny, and Cliff, but they are resized from the Ace version.
Right. I mean, if
They are resized well.
here's the thing, I actually take really great pride in being able to try and redo the same, like, as an artist myself. When I was younger, I used to, like, retrace things. Like, I would retrace with a light under it, and then I would retrace without the light under it, and then I would take the image and put it, like, in front of me and try and redo it, and I managed to do them pretty good, actually. So I kind of take great pride in doing that, but at the same time, I like to do my own style, but at the same time, if somebody's like, hey, can you try doing it in this style? I'm like, yeah, sure, just let me do this, and then doodle it, and then somehow get it perfect almost. So it's weird. And I think you noticed that with some of my art, Katie, that, like, I try to make sure it kind of matches as much as possible to certain parts of your game, because I know, like, some of these characters are your game characters. So if you, like, have these characters, you want to make sure that they look like the character from the game, but at the same time, you don't want to make them look too much like the character in the game, because it's still your art style. So.
Yeah, I guess I know what you mean.
I mean,
Sushi wrote this well.
if that
Sushi wrote
makes any
dialogue.
sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one just kind of, I know I wrote it, but it just kind of wrote itself as, like, the double pun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, board is lumber. Jack. Oh, Lumberjack. Oh no.
No,
So it's like, at that point, you just kind of have to go with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We gave this face set to.
This one was really good too. Dr. von Schniepelstein's handwriting right there is really good. Whoever did that,
But no, I think he typed it. But then he's gonna tell you he wrote it out, but he typed it.
who typed?
Yeah. The signature, though, was just a scribble I threw in there. It's just like, okay.
Looks
Okay,
like doctor is like several letters longer than the actual word.
That's true.
Dr. von Schniepelstein.
Von. And here's the thing: his full name is Dr. Hendrik von Schniepelstein.
Yeah, the Henrik is in there. It's just...
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah, it says
Oh, I see it
DR.
now. Yeah. It's Dr.
Oh.
Hendrik.
I thought
Okay.
that was just a doctor, but like scribbled so badly you can't really read it.
Well, it's scribbled so badly.
Well, here's the thing too.
Yeah.
You actually copied it very well because normally when you see like a doctor's signature, you never see it very clearly. It's always like scribbled really fast, and like nurses have to be able to tell what the heck the doctor was writing.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like, for me, I wish I could write like that. I wish I could just write scribbles that look that good, but no. My scribbles are very easily read. Like, I mean, just recently I know I've been doing chibi art, and I mean, Katie asked me if I could do Pausepticeye, and I was trying to do, Billy is so hard to do, by the way. I don't know why. I can do like adult characters very, very well, but I can't do kid characters. I've never done kid characters in my life. It's so... I try my
He's
hardest.
round.
He's very
He's
round.
got like a really round face.
He does, and that's the
So does
problem.
Jenny, though.
That's the problem, though. I know how Billy looks, and it's so hard. And then like Jack's face, he's got like a very like he's very skinny and slender kind of in the face, so it makes it a little harder. But at the same time, it's like woohoo! There we go. Actually, I have to say Jenny and Cliff are like my favorite to do. Like just doing their hair was like my favorite to do because I know Jenny's hair is like kind of past her shoulders in a way, and it's super cute.
Well, she's
And-
obviously a millennial. She's still got the side part.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a side part.
Apparently
I'm a
apparently
millennial.
that's not cool anymore. It's all mom jeans and middle parts, and I'm like, okay, it's now the 70s again.
My hair just naturally parts to the side. I just leave it like that.
My hair. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a mess if I put it out from its
It's just a-
ponytail. And my bangs, they
Yeah.
grow so fast, so I just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm no longer getting my bangs short. I'm just gonna keep it long. Cause why not?
Yeah.
But no, when doing the characters, and I'm gonna really quick just bring this up on screen, if I can. I'm gonna how about I not? Okay, never mind. I will show them to. I'll just like put it up on screen.
Put them in, yeah.
But doing like Cliff and Jenny and these characters, it's a lot of fun to do because you get to see like the different styles people put them in, and you get to see like your creations like get expanded to different people, and it's like really cool. Cliff's hair, actually, I have to say, is probably the moppiest mess I've ever done.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I feel like that's what it is. It's like it's neat enough to where it's like it looks kind of nice, but at the same time it's messy enough where it's just kind of all over the place, but it's floofy.
That's just kind of how it is. Like he's biracial, so he's kind of got one side he's got like really curly hair, and the other side is like kind of sleek, straight hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wound up with a combination of the two. And so he's just kind of got like this.
Oh wait,
like,
I never went back to this guy. And okay, sorry, I just noticed something. Keep talking.
Okay, well, it's more like his mom's. His mom is Indian American, which is to say, like, literally emigrated from India. Although I think she's second generation. I think she was born there, and then she moved there when she was like 5 or something like that. So she's, she would consider herself an American.
Yeah. Also,
Because she's really from
also,
India.
whoever put Shark Senpai in, or Shark, whatever,
Shark-chan.
Shark-chan in there, thank you. And also, why? I thought Mac would lock her up where there was no way to get to it, because I know he did that
I
with
thought
Hoonie
Mac would lock her up where there's no children around is even better. Indecent exposure? No, thank you. Nope.
Hoonie Pop the same way.
No one is allowed into Honey Pop. I remember that Robbie dialogue of just, Mac, make sure that place is locked up tight.
Hoonie Pop? Just, I love how curious he is. He acts like such a toddler. My friend Ace and I, literally, we were crying so hard at how sweet and adorable he was. It's just like seriously cute stuff.
That was me. I wrote for Robbie.
Can I just...
I love you for that. Thank you.
I love how some of Mark's, I guess, jokes and memes just kind of like extend and spread out, because I think Mark is the only person who really was pronouncing it like Hoonie Pop.
Hoonie Pop.
Because I think it's actually honey, but...
It is honey.
Yeah.
It's the same with like the honey cast. Like everybody called it the Hoonie cast because of how it's spelled. If you guys have ever seen Ashley and her work is amazing. I will put a link in her thing below. I'm not sponsoring her though, but at the same time, I want you guys to go watch her stuff. She just actually released an animation called Hell Puppy, and it's so cute. It's so cute. You need to go see it. Coming, like, okay, so here's my first question. So, like, coming up with the character, like, character sprites and character, like, design, I kind of want to know, like, what your thoughts and feelings were when you kind of, like, were coming up with what characters to put in what scenes. So, like, kind of like Clementine's dad. That's an interesting character to see, because I know that Jack played The Walking Dead, but at the same time...
It's not Clementine's dad, it's Lee. It's Lee. I mean...
He acts like Clementine's dad, okay?
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, this is
Paco
not
dad.
this is not as organized as it seems. It's more like, oh crap, do we have the sprites for this? Do we have the faces and the sprites for this? Okay, we've got those, and we're still working on another one, so let's just put the ones we have the faces and the sprites for into this room. So, there's not a whole lot of organization with that. For stuff like this, I mean, like, obviously for areas that we've been planning for a while, we obviously know what characters are going to be there, but 100% it's always just characters we already have on hand.
Yeah.
Or it's like...
I really like how, like, all of them are already, like, really nice and lined and refined. And then there's Sugar Plums, who's just like all over the place. It's just like it's like all the other ones, like, yes, nice, neat sprites, and then Sugar Plum just is like freehand. But honestly, it just fits her so much because she just.
That's because
actually, I think the two parts that I like the most
style, and so we kind of let her have a lot of those stylized characters.
Yeah, I think the most that I liked was the fact that you also involved Wilford and Dark. Just those two characters in this game have been the highlight of my life right now.
Wow, not even the Jacksepticeye egos. It's gotta be the Mark ones.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, you saw my reaction to Schneeplesheen, you saw my reaction to Robbie, you saw my reaction to Chase. I mean, I love the fact that you brought in the egos as well. That was like the one reason I wanted to play the game, was the fact that you had these egos in there, and I was like, yes, but no, just the added bonus of Mark's egos was kind of just like, score!
It's more of a joke, yeah. And also we came up with the Wharf Stash pickle thing right after Mark got himself hit in the eye with a pickle and had to go to the ER for that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that joke was very
dated.
It's dated now, but it was added when it happened.
Right. Actually, what I really liked about the dialogue, that once you got Schneeplesheen to take a pill, I found the blue pill was the one to do it. Is like, he brings up the Coca-Cola. Oh, they all work?
Yeah, you can actually do any of them, and each one has a different thing that happens.
I was like thinking like the skin one
I like the
do
miracle
it.
pill best because honestly, it's just Schneeplesheen turns sane for a bit.
Yeah, but
Don't worry, he'll be back to normal soon.
Unless he just I was gonna say, unless you just keep him taking on the blue pills because he's like, he likes this newfound
he has to go back to normal. He's not as much fun.
Schneep isn't Schneep without his crazy side.
Well, hey, who said that Schneeplesheen was crazy?
I think like everyone has that.
Okay, fair point.
I mean, I sort of have a personal headcanon that, and I think some other people actually are theorizing, or, you know, they kind of agree with this a little bit, or some of them have the same headcanon, that he's actually an alien, so...
Schneeplesheen is an alien.
Anywhere. There's some good conversations, and I did put quite a lot of effort into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does. Do
you mean that he illegally immigrated from Germany?
No, I mean, like, he probably came from a different planet.
It was a joke.
Okay, so now we're going to head on to another part that I wanted to get to, but I completely forgot to save. But I was like, you know what? The hospital scene, once you get done with it, it's going to be totally fine to go to it, is Wireland itself. Like, this art concept was absolutely phenomenal. I love that art concept. That was absolutely phenomenal. Because you, like, get to see, like, it's kind of like a very big city, and I know, like, Jack's PC has, like, probably 1,000 games, so being a big city was actually kind of a really cool thing. Because then you have, like, certain areas are, like, really good and some areas are really bad. So, like, as you can tell, like, this, I think this building right here was, like, part of, like, the Happy Wheels kind of part. And then, this has, like, Freddy Fazbear and a couple other things right there. And you have that under construction. Which I didn't read. And it was kind of funny how, like, certain areas were, like, you can't go into. And I'm pretty sure, like, so I'm gonna go down here real quick, because I think it's down here. Yeah,
yeah, the museum.
Oh, my boyfriend sent me a heart. Everybody just saw that.
And also Taters, please.
Yeah, Taters, please. I found that really cool. And I'm pretty sure, like, you guys are gonna be opening that up in, like, a certain part, right? I'm hoping.
Hopefully.
I'm hoping.
That's up to Sushi at this point.
That's up to Sushi, okay.
I mean, I would like to get it open, but
Yeah,
It's not a high priority.
And the Jacksepticeye History Museum was a cool one as well.
Yeah, that one feels like it's gonna be like the end credits zone of, like, after the boss or whatever, like, you know, like all the stuff there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
But we shouldn't have any spoils. No spoils. Spoils are a thing, you know, so shh.
But also,
You're right,
the
it is
mapping
way
is
more
time
fun
consuming,
anyway.
and it's very difficult, and especially for me because I'm not very good at it.
Mhm.
So I rely on other people, and so if they don't have time for it, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now I have a few areas, basic areas, like I did the showers. I've done other things. I don't remember what.
Actually, when I first started learning 2D design, they gave us, like, this basic little character. You were, like, this little character on a ship, and you had to, like, learn how to code in how to aim and things like that, and hit characters, what the characters would do after they died. Every single time my character would accidentally hit something, he would just spin out of control, and I did not know how to fix that. And he would go flop and go just stretch out into space.
You knew the amount of things that are hidden on every map that are there because the game breaks if they're not there. We hide all kinds of crap in these maps and in events and stuff that you all can't see. There's actually a note, and I'm not going to tell you where it is because there's over 300 maps, and so it would take you forever to find it. If you really wanted to find it in the code, where I wrote a line that is going to come back later as important, but really doesn't come off that way.
Well, now you've just piqued my
interest. I literally
interest.
wrote in the notes after we are sneaky bastards. Hee hee hee.
Oh yes.
Well,
that
now
one.
you've
I
just
think you
piqued
showed
my
that
interest.
one, and I did not get the
Right over.
context of that.
You now
You're
just piqued my
right
interest.
over
I
it.
shall find this.
can't-
I shall find this on my own time, but you have piqued
No,
my
you won't
interest.
find it. You won't find it.
Yeah, no, I think Katie showed it in, like, a general thing, I think, for, like, us testers, but I don't think that was the context that was given in. So that's great. That's in the future.
Actually,
No,
okay, so
don't-
here's another thing
I
that
don't think you would be able to figure out what it was referring to because it really
Yeah.
does come off as extremely innocuous. And I'm not even
It
going to say
really
who
does.
said what it was, any of that. It could be literally anywhere in any of those
It could
300
be.
maps. And by the way, they are completely out of order.
oh no.
yep.
They are completely out of order. You would, I mean, Sushi and I could, if we wanted to, like put together a list of all the maps you go into in order, and the numbers would have absolutely no pattern to them.
Yeah,
You
it's
start
because
with 100,
I mean, I think
and then
that's
you go
normal.
yeah.
There'd be a ton of maps that you skip too because there's a couple maps that you go for whatever reason. Sometimes the maps have to refresh after like a game over or something like that, and so or like resetting a map or something like something like that. So
Yeah.
the easier way to do it instead of having to like manually put in everything is to leave the map and then come back to it because that'll reset everything unless you specifically set it up so that it doesn't do that. And so there are a couple maps that are literally nothing except fade to black, go to this completely blacked out map, then leave the blacked out map and fade back in. And so it doesn't look like you've left or anything like that. So a couple of the maps are kind of like that. And then there's a couple maps that are labeling other maps because of the way the files are set up. So there's a ton of blank and empty maps as well, which they mean they're probably like, you know, a couple bytes big. So they're not really gonna, you know, they're not gonna add to the game. or
They're
anything
bite
like that.
size.
Yep. And then there were some other maps that got deleted at some point, so that would leave gaps in some of the other numbers as well.
Yeah, and if you if say you have like 10 maps and you delete map number 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go on to make another map, that map becomes map number 5. And so all of a sudden it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 in order of appearance if that was what you were going for.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why a lot of the maps that's why they're just so out of order, because we'll delete a map that we were working on and then all of a sudden another map will come in and become that new number.
I mean, that's a normal coding thing that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
I mean, like-
and then going into so sorry, I need to get off topic because I feel like we're gonna go like fill this up with 20 minutes of just talking about maps. But when I first saw Bing, I love the character concept because like when I did Bing, I've drawn Bing maybe one time. I need to draw him again sometime. What I loved about it is that he had the mix match eyes, like one blue, one yellow. That was a
We
very
didn't design
that was a very cute concept to come up with.
We didn't design, like we have our own designs for all the egos, but they generally go with their first appearance ever on the channel. But Bing was he's a totally different design, and then we just sort of added the septic guy on his shirt, and there you go.
Yeah, no, and here's the thing. I know that Bing, like, he's not a very headcanon like concept character. So it's nice to get to see a concept character that's like only headcanon to certain people, but like other times he's like not.
Yeah, I wrote for Bing actually, and I kind of read him in my head with Baymax's voice from Big Hero 6.
Yes, that was exactly what I was imagining.
So
I was trying to put Baymax's voice for
part
him.
of me that kind of based him after Baymax because I love that movie. And also, it just
Who
fits
doesn't
him.
love that movie? That movie was absolutely beautiful.
It's a great
Also, Katie,
movie.
your boy's here. Katie, it's your boy. It's your Mac
Oh,
boy.
of course.
Good old Mac.
There is a story behind Mac, and I can't tell you the whole story, but we could start the story. Like, if you played the entire game, I could literally go into point by point.
Yeah, I've literally played the entire game at this point.
That hasn't been revealed in its entirety yet. I mean, you've seen like 90% of it. He's the big good guy. He's kind of the representative of Wireland's plight, and he was the one who brought the story together. Because before we had Mac, it was kind of Mac, like Jack, kind of filled in Mac's role originally. Being the guy who's saving the day, and he's the big good guy, and all of that, the counterpart to Auntie. But I just couldn't make that work. And then as soon as I was like, well, what if there was an avatar in Wireland? That's when everything clicked in my head and was like, oh. So then this could happen, and then this could happen, and then XYZ could happen, and then Auntie could do this, and Auntie could do that, and it's so like the rest of the story all came together really nicely as soon as Mac was part of it.
Yep.
Well,
Mac
I love that concept that you did.
But it didn't work. Mac took a lot of the roles that I was thinking about with Jack, but they didn't work with Jack. That Jack, being a player character, couldn't fill, and having an NPC who filled that role, that suddenly took all the pressure off of trying to make that a gameplay thing, and made it like kind of a side thing. And I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, Mac saved the game basically. If you want to point to a character who rescued the entire game from getting canceled, it was Mac.
Yeah,
Yep.
I actually love the fact that you came up with that that concept, because I feel like Jack's PC, yeah, it wouldn't be able to run without a certain I know there's admin. I know the admin runs most of it, but the fact that you've actually created Mac to be that avatar that, like, when Jack's not there, he runs everything and makes sure everything runs smoothly. That's a great concept. That is one of the greatest concepts I've ever seen that somebody's done. And, I mean, the fact that you made it sure that Mac looks enough like Jack, but doesn't look like Jack at the same time is really good. This was also something that I really loved too, just the fact that you see that face.
Oh yeah, that was my idea, to be like, oh, he's just a really bad photographer. We need to make it look like that he didn't give them any
Yeah, no time whatsoever.
And the steering no was from a video too. I think she read out his entire address on camera.
Well,
but
was going to.
edited it
He
out.
was going to,
No.
but he stopped him. Or she stopped. Someone stopped him. Someone
Yeah.
stopped
No,
her.
he edited it out.
Yeah.
But
Also,
Yeah.
I love the fact that you said it's like 100 years before it expires.
oh yeah, it's on his 100th birthday. Everybody's expiration is on their 100th birthday.
On the 100th birthday, that is the best.
And also, we did ask him what his blood type was, and he responded saying he didn't know, and so we put in red.
I still don't know what mine is. I still don't know what mine is, actually. That's the funny thing about it. I don't know what my blood type is. Even though I just got blood tested, I'm actually pretty sure I could go and ask, but I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah.
I mean, I should, but
I
I'm
don't know what mine is, but I'm pretty sure it's B positive because I'm always positive.
I'd have to say,
Oh, and the signature, is that? I think that was off of the Cloak
I think it was off the
website.
Cloak
I think we
website.
just
Yeah.
lifted it.
is that off
We were
the
like,
cloak?
oh,
His ID.
okay.
Was that off
So,
the cloak?
yeah. Huh?
Was
Well, I mean, he posted it on the internet. We're like, okay, we'll just kind
Oh,
of
the
paste that in
wireless-
here.
Public.
Hang on, before we continue, I'm gonna really quick write down the birthday. So
Okay.
Oh, you could
02
January
Google
7th,
that.
1990.
02071990. Okay.
Or 0702. That also will work. I did set it up that way.
Oh, you put it like
I knew that people from-
1990 or
No, I mean, like, if you were to
Basically-
put it out in, like, UK time,
Uh-huh.
like, 0702, that would also work because I figured people in the UK or Australia or something would do it the opposite way. So I
yeah.
made
So
both
you
of
so you compensated for
Billy
both
is a
American
blurry
and
child.
that. Yeah, I love the fact that he's just blurry.
He just looks so angry as well. He's like, "Hey, what the heck?"
And I know that Sush is like more Billy's child, or no, Katie is. Over
Katie
said
is-
that Billy is more Katie's child.
Yes.
Did I write his signature or was that you, Sushi?
I
don't
think that
remember.
might have been.
January, March, April, May.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
I mean, I think I might have written it out because it's like
Oh my god,
you know,
I don't
it's
need
supposed
people
to be-
seeing this.
vaguely.
I
What?
don't need people seeing my notifications.
I don't.
Oh no. No, you didn't see it.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I don't remember who wrote that.
Also, if you look at his address, 70290 is the zip code.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
70290. Oh. Wait. Wait. Brain process. No, stop!
Loading.
Really?
Next-
You don't know? It's Jack's birthday, but it's like
Oh. Well,
it's
I...
numbers.
This birthday gets
702.
used for a
was
lot
like-
of stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I couldn't think for a minute.
7-2 is a just kind of a theme.
And then
It's
whoever,
usually
she
the
looks
stuff that
so
we-
shy. She looks so shy right there.
Jenny shares my birthday because I feel like we don't get enough love, September babies.
Oh.
Well, actually, my grandfather's a September baby.
Okay, well, yeah,
So-
she's exactly 4 years younger than me.
Oh my gosh, and I'm exactly 4 years younger than you. I was born in
And
1998.
I'm just young child here.
Yeah, basically. And then Cliff is like, oh my gosh, how close is he to me? Oh, he's like as old as my sister is, basically.
Yep. November.
11.
Yeah, we actually put their birthdays in all 4 seasons if you look carefully.
I did see that. That was a
Jack's
concept I could.
winter, Billy is a spring, Jenny is summer, and Cliff is fall.
Yeah, I did notice that. That was a very nice
Now,
little.
we are tail end of some of the seasons, like Jenny obviously in September. It is before the end of summer. September 21st, I think, is the end of summer, or the
Uh-huh.
last
something
day
like
of
that.
summer.
So
So
if you're
her
in Minnesota,
birthday
it's
is
like that's
technically a
fall.
summer
It's
birthday.
time to break out the jacket.
But she's
Fall, time to break
Australian,
out the
so actually
jacket.
she's a winter birthday.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool just to actually put that kind of like that's the little things that I really love too. It's just like being able to get the perspective of the creators, certain like things that they do and little hints that they do is pretty cool. Also, don't think I didn't notice that you used like Okay, so if you don't notice this, on the right-hand corner of the spy, you can still see a little bit of actually, I should say, Sean's little septic eye that he drew when he was trying to take over the PC. Like, I've noticed certain areas do have that still, and I'm, like, thinking that's just, like, a graffiti that's kind of still stuck.
That's just left over from when Sean was being all moody and stuff.
Yeah. And then this this is the part that I really, really love, because you bring in Anti, and Anti is my, oh my gosh, is my bae. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Maury, our voice actor.
Yeah, Maury did a fantastic
There was
job.
drama getting him cast.
And this is the one where I'm also, like, spouting off my theory of that, like, Auntie's not the real villain, because, like, the line in here, in this section, that I think it was Jenny or Cliff says.
Yeah, like,
What?
why would Anti doesn't have the power?
Like, why would Auntie, like, reveal himself right away? That's not his style.
Oh yeah, no, that's Jack. That's
hard
Jack.
to find a
That
good
was Jack.
font for him, because we had to find free fonts, and I was just surprised I even managed to find that.
Yeah, I was actually very, like, when you did the glitching, that was, like, one concept that was very, like, shocking to me as a gamer, because I was like, whoa, okay, that's a first. I've never seen that in a 2D game, because, I mean, I played a lot of 2D games when I was a kid.
You play Doki Doki Literature Club?
I have not yet played it. I have not yet played it. I'm too scared to play
It's free,
it.
and it is permanently traumatizing, but at the same time amazing.
It is.
I love it.
All
It's
right.
one of my favorite games of all time ever made. Like,
So
for
much
real.
trauma. This is where,
Also, this
where
part-
Katie gets her writing advice.
I am the
The voice actor, you can't hear it, or at least I can't hear it. Maybe your computer
I
is
can hear
capturing
it.
the audio, but not Brian Deckard.
No,
That
this
is
is
that is
someone
our Wheatley
This
VA.
is someone, yeah, this is
He's
Wheatley.
really good
Over
at
was telling me
imitating it.
about that. Over was telling me about,
Yep.
like, how Wheatley was the character who also voiced Connor. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you did really good on that.
Yeah, no, it sounded exactly like him. He only has like 2 lines, but
Yeah, but, I
Yep.
mean, I also love how that he gave Jack the little happy dance when Connor showed
oh,
up.
that was me. I the only art I can do is pixel art, and I'm not even that good at it, but it's very easy to do edits. And so I did have to practice quite a bit, but I did get the
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Happy
so
Dance
I'm
was
gonna
just
really
like-
quick.
That was me coming back after I played Detroit Become Human. And I was just like, now I understand why.
I'm gonna go back to title, because there was another part that I wanted to get to today as well, and we got like about a couple minutes. We're not too behind on schedule, so we're fine there. I want to go to Doki Doki Literature Club, but at the same time I don't want to. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go to Doki Doki Literature Club, because I want to get to the part where I really want to get to, and it was talking to Monica. I know she's gonna give me the dialogue of saying hello to everybody and things like that once you
So-
get done talking to her.
So Sushi wrote the poems except for one. I did write the poems. I wrote Billy's poems.
Uh-huh.
I'm not poetry, but if I were to write it, I could write it more like Natsuki/Billy. And so I went ahead and wrote that.
Uh-huh.
And we actually poured over fonts to decide like what their handwriting would look like.
Yeah. And again, and actually the picture for Jenny, hold on, I want to see if I can get to Jenny. There we go. Okay, so my friend Sabrina, back when we were still in high school, she drew a picture of me as an anime child, and well, not an anime child, but just anime in general. And somehow Jenny almost looks exactly like me, but with my friend's art. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what the heck? She just has green eyes. That's the only difference between us, is that she has that. And I'm like, really? Really? Oh my gosh. And I didn't want to make that correlation, because I love the artist who did that. She did amazing on that. And ooh, that was the first time I've ever seen that go glitch. But
Oh, yeah,
probably
no,
'cause
it does that. Like, yeah,
my
that's
PC
cool.
was probably very slow. I just put more RAM in my PC, so I'm going to go blah 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 blah. Yeah, a lot of fans in the community. Cliff.
Cliff is my boy.
Yeah, and
He is
then
me.
everyone's sort of okay. Ed, having a bit of fun. I would actually do you. I simply can't risk keeping you on your toes. More polite. Download the game and play for yourself. If for some reason it chased. Okay, an interesting Cliff. Very first play, and never predict two people who love. In any case, some reason I know it seems like the pointless aside me talking to you. I don't want to waste your time. There's so much game. Waste your time. There's so much game left, you know. Besides, I know Cliff's probably eager to get back to his adventure. I think you don't mind. I think I'm terrible. Delete your friends. Reputation. You can tell after all that it was frustrating. One
Oh,
thing
I
you could
wrote
use-
this dialogue, or
Yeah.
at least most of it, I think.
I'm sorry, I'm just like kind of skipping it because I was like, I want to get to the like, I want to see something real quick because I know you like have her with like certain dialogue. What really creeped me out was the reason she knew I was talking to people and also recording at the same time. I don't know if she'll do it the same way again. So yes, I have a special gift. I remember everything. The memory can be reset, but I don't recommend it. For example, for don't worry, seeing about it is saying everything I already said again. I guess it's time to go. Oh, I guess she doesn't want to say hi to people. Okay. Okay. Delete the file. Okay.
So you must not be running OBS.
I am running OBS right now.
Oh.
I must have skipped
that's
over the
weird.
dialogue by
I think
accident.
you skipped over it then, yeah.
Yeah, I must have.
I recognize some of the dialogue as.
Oh
you're
wait,
recording
shoot.
right now
It's
dialogue.
this one, right? Is it this one?
What?
The
is this the
Monica,
one she-
or not Monica, the Sean, or Jack. No,
No.
you. It's your character name. Ugh.
So
My
that's
brain
Basically,
gets
it's
dot
yours.
character.
Let me tell you,
Yes, you
that
go
is
into the
so
W.
in line with DDLC, but I wanted to do something different, and so I'm really pleased with that.
So wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
no,
if I delete
like,
this right now,
yeah.
if this messes it up, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, I
I don't know
mean,
what
yeah,
you're talking
the
about.
deleting your.
It's the dot character because that's the new thing that came up, right? Because you go to
Yes.
www. Okay.
Yes, you delete yourself from the save thing. Yeah.
Okay, there we
the
go.
character
There we go.
thing, yep.
I didn't want to delete the wrong thing and then just lose everything and go back again. That's never
Well,
fun.
I mean,
okay, and then this
you still
happened.
do
This
that.
happened before. Okay, so I want to go over this one part of the chapter that starts happening, which is you go into the second chapter this way, and that was a really cool way to do it because it was like, oh wait, what the heck just happened? But you meet up with Jack again. You think, oh, okay, everything's fine and dandy. We're meeting up with Jack again. You don't really think like anything else about it, and you just watch the little play-by-play, and my first reaction was, is this anti? And I was like realizing, wait a minute, no, because he's actually happy to see this person, and then coming to the light, it's Sean. That was a really cool concept that you guys brought back from the first game on the boss, because I know Sean and Jack were two different people in the boss and the boss is nothing, which I still need to play the boss is nothing. I remembered everything from the boss, but not the boss is nothing, because I didn't get to do that DLC. But that was a really cool concept that you guys did. It's just bringing them back, and I want to know, why did you do that? What was the reason of bringing them back in your guys' eyes?
Katie?
There are several reasons. Sushi, you can start.
My brain is just drawing a blank right now. I'm sorry.
So this is not how Chapter 1 ended in the original version.
Oh?
At all. No, we ended it totally differently. And if you look at some of the Let's Plays of when the chapter first came out, you can actually see the original ending, which I think most people have forgotten about right now, which is good because obviously.
Yeah,
I think this one brought a lot of surprise to people. Like, it was something very shocking and very surprising to everybody. I also like how you put like glasses on Sean, because that just like shows his intelligence levels a little bit more than Jack's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's really the easy way to do it.
So we were originally going to do an Oxenfree section.
Uh-huh.
So it started with them on the boat, like in the beginning of Oxenfree, and we even had a boat setting. We had the characters and sprites, and it just wasn't coming together. It just was not working for us, and we really, really tried to get it working. We even tried to get like a working radio mechanic, but we couldn't do that either.
Uh-huh.
And the story wasn't coming together. But then Jack played Portal on the channel, and I
Uh-huh.
think that was around the time Jack did that, and that would have been it was early last year, maybe January, February, I don't remember. And so, Sushi and I both love Portal, and so we thought, okay, well, we could work this in because, we already did a Portal section, but there's a lot more we could have done with that. And then we thought, oh, well, what if we threw in Wheatley? Wheatley's a lot of fun. He's funny, and then we kind of had to come up with a story around that, and so we're trying to thinking, okay, he's gonna show up in Portal, like what all is going on here. And then I don't remember where the Jack Sean came from. I know it was my idea because I thought, with the other heart-to-hearts in this section,
Mhm.
with Jenny's and Cliff's that you've now seen, and I assume Billy's is coming up. We haven't read it yet.
I have a doubt that Billy's gonna have a real heart-to-heart with Jack. It's more like, why are we even talking about this?
Yeah. So we thought, we kind of need to give Jack's story a coherent ending. Like Jack's story, his character development from the boss, like a coherent ending, so that we can kind of bring in the rest. And so we got we got all this nostalgia and stuff like that. And so I thought, and so Sushin actually talked about how Jack and Sean gonna look different now, because he's got the brown hair now, so that's not going to be different. And I think it was Sushi's idea to bring in the glasses as the main differentiating factor. And of course, Jack will be playing. He'll be wearing this flamingo shorts because it's Jack.
It's Jack, of course. This concept as well, just like having the trash pile maze, was really cool as well.
What?
That was Sushi.
Thank you.
That was Sushi. I love that. Thank you very much.
It's
The
interesting
puzzle,
because
I like the puzzle parts. I like the puzzle parts because back when I was a kid, when I did puzzles, I always try to put myself into it, and I was really good at it. Like my grandma, she got me word puzzle books back when I was a kid, and doing them, I was always able to get them done with in a month. I was always able to find every single word and do it within a month. And then I would always try to create my own puzzles as well, from books that I read or books that I wanted to put something from. And coming up with that concept was a really cool thing. And I also noticed you put a timer there, which was another cool thing, because if you weren't quick enough, or if you weren't smart enough to get off of it by the time the timer went off, then you'd be falling down into the abyss.
Anyway, Sushi was going to say something about it actually, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, it's this was actually one of the puzzles that I came up with for the old Oxenfree section we were gonna have. And, when we decided to scrap that, I'm like, I kind of like this puzzle idea, because I don't come up with too many of the puzzles. That's more Katie's department. But, I had this concept in mind, and I'm like, no, I really want to get this to work. So, thinking about it, instead of having, rocks over a river, it was okay, what if we had, deleted files? So, you look in there, you've got, music files, you've got documents, you've got video files. And some of them are shortcuts, some of them are broken links, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was...
Anyway, so it was just basically moved from one section to another, and I'm glad that it was able to be worked in, because that was not really an easy thing to program, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this portal section was really, really difficult to program. It was harder to program than Jenny's or Cliff's section.
Did you?
I think we had a lot more bugs with the portal section than any other one.
Yeah, it's because it was such a complicated section. We were combining quite a few plugins, and a lot of the turrets that shot the arrows and the green gel were the two most difficult things to figure out. And the reason
The
for
green
that
gel was the absolute worst.
Yeah, no. My friends, actually, no. I think the worst section of the game for me was Freddy Fazbear's. I had so much rage over that. And Katie, I'm so sorry. You did beat Dee Dee very, very well. And I can applaud you on that, because a lot of people knew oh my gosh, people are going to hate this character if we put them in. But at the same time, Dee Dee is one of those characters you have to hate because of how she is. She's just that one character that puts things in, and it's why is this happening to me?
Really?
But I mean, my friends were scared.
Yeah, that was me.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate.
It was super catchy. It was cool.
And add another problem to your night.
Yeah, no, it was super catchy, but also at the same time kind of freaky. But I was yeah, no.
Oh, it's like Baby. It's like
I
Baby.
actually did it first time through on the hardest one, and it was just yeah, no, this is fine. It was just pattern memorization. But for other people, it's kind of hard.
Too.
God, I would love to get into the voice acting
I think
if I
was,
could.
So she did.
I believe I remember the credits.
She did the train announcer at the beginning.
Oh.
Now arriving at Slime.
Yeah, that was Sushi.
Nice, Sush.
We like to have little cameos in the game.
You gotta put yourselves in there somehow.
Or, of course, little dev jokes. Like, I remember there was one at Bing's section, which was like, you go behind him and he's like, you need to be in front of me in order for me to help you because I don't have an animation for turning around. And it was great. I
That's
was
because
like,
for some reason the sprite sheet just glitched out on us and he kept turning the wrong direction. And I just could not figure out why, and so I was like, I gave up, and was like, you know what, he can't be animated that way because
Yep.
he's a character. And
He
he's
acknowledges that. He's like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's just-
can't do it.
Yeah, because we were having trouble with it, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is such a low priority. Let's just.
And then I want to know this: who came up with the sprite for the Jack OS? That was amazing.
Jack
Oh, that was Annie Alice. She did GLaDOS in the last game, and so we just had her kind of go over the original GLaDOS design, but then add the Jack OS.
That is a very nice concept. I love that concept.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, just like the whole game in general is really, really nice. I absolutely love the whole game in general. Let me see here, actually. This is... Yeah, this was this part. So I want to...
If you're playing it now, I can't see it, so...
no, can you not see?
You're not streaming it to us. You're not streaming it to us.
Wait, what happened? I thought it was.
Oh,
I
when the
think
game
what happened
closed.
is, like, it didn't... Yeah, when it closed, I think it stopped.
Oh, no. Ugh, no.
There we
No. No. Oh, I
It's
am
fine.
so
You can see it
sorry.
now.
I will say this, playing the game from the perspective of a gamer, you have to appreciate everything that goes into this because, like, it takes a lot of dedication to work. And for me, because I know, like, some of the struggles and some of the hardships that go into coding and creating games and things like that, it's a really, really hard process to do. Especially because of the fact that when you're doing this kind of stuff, you really have to make sure nothing crashes on you or nothing like becomes.
Oh, trust me, they crash
I mean, it
Yep.
gets bad.
a lot.
Like, the thing with the Mayhem machines, like, usually, like, it's like, I don't know why it does it. And it's done it more than once, and it just, like, it doesn't happen all the time.
Oh, you mean like what
When it
happened with the
happens,
last
it's just
recording?
Like, why? Yeah, because that's happened to,
Yeah,
like,
we're
me and
still
a couple
working
other
on why
people
that
as well.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's raining. Wait, what the heck?
New dialogue because Billy's in your party now, so there's new dialogue.
That's
And
bizarre.
also, the thing that got in my head, though, was like, wait a minute. Why is the towel all the way over there in the water? Because that seems very inconvenient. I mean, like,
Right?
you go over there to dry off, and then you
Are
need
you
to go
going
put
to
the
put in the
towel
bathtub?
back. And,
I'm gonna try. I just want
yeah,
to
but,
try.
like, having the towel all the way over there, it's like, when you go to put the towel back, and then you get all wet again, so then you need to use the towel again. It's like, it's
Or
just
or
like,
what
why?
happens is you could
it's
just.
Snape's office. What do you think? Do you think he
You know
designed
what?
these
That's fair.
things?
Oh,
as-
this is true. Oh my gosh. No way. That is creepy. Patient portal.
Brain
What?
scan malfunction. Does he not have one?
Brain scan malfunction. Does he not have?
No, it's just Schneep technology.
Schneep technology, of course.
Oh yeah, these are all real things that Sean has talked about having, like tinnitus and nearsightedness and mild proton and
Yeah.
high blood pressure. I think he mentioned that he was predisposed to that or something like that. I don't
And
remember.
then, of course, high amounts of
Long time.
caffeine, because coffee.
Coffee. Early Valentine's. That's cute.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's a week before Valentine's Day.
oh yeah, that's right. Another thing I wanted to point out when oh my gosh. I have so many things I want to point out and I know like we only have a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But I like some of the references. Like Over made sure I could see all the Among Us references and I love that.
Oh, I made sure, because I really enjoyed them in Jazz Punk. That was fun. I was like, you need to see this, you will get a kick out of it.
I will
And
get
also,
such a kick.
I made sure she didn't miss the Darkiplier one, because I knew that she would like that one, and I knew she would freak, so it was just like, hey, maybe go investigate that
I
door
like
over
how many
there.
ones there are in this section.
Uh,
So many ones.
And then we
So
got
many.
Cliffs. Oh, wait, mobile phone on person? What's up, detective?
Also,
should
the
message
weight is just like, his
what
scale
happens.
is completely broken. That is like what remained constant throughout all of them.
Weight
The weight is just
550
dumb.
and 523 pounds. Weight anomaly. See notes below. BMI.
We didn't want to
6
reveal the weight of our characters, so we just made it a massive weight anomaly.
Blood pressure 106
Something
over
wildly.
168. Heart rate 67. Height 6. Oh my gosh. Cliff is as tall as Jack almost. No, he's a little taller than Jack.
He's taller, because
A lot taller than Jack.
he's, because here's the thing. I remember there was a video where Felix came over to Sean's house, and they were just kind of, like, screwing around and whatnot, and they were, like, Googling each other, and they
Candy
decided
for a day.
to, like, measure each other's height again. And Sean came back as 173 centimeters, which I think translates to, like, 5'8".
Yeah,
he was, like,
he's
really
5'8".
upset.
And I
about
have to
that.
go. I actually have to go back on all of my my character cards for the apocalypse things, because I was like, I didn't know what height Jack was, so I always like assumed he was like my height. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just put this and everything will be fine. Nope, I messed up. So it was like I could not do it. I thought this was Billy's. Wait a minute.
This is Billy's.
Wait, did I put this wrong?
July. It's in July.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
So.
No, it's
Oh, I thought it was in July.
wait. What?
Wasn't it? Oh no, that's right. That was the old one because it was messed up.
It's June.
Yeah, June. I meant
January,
June. I meant to say
February,
June.
April,
They both
May,
start with
June.
J.
Oh, I'm silly. I put 4 instead of 6. Okay.
Four is
A name. I love how you put William Billy
Next
Tane Fitzpatrick. Wait, why is
Yeah.
it Tane? I thought it was Sean. It showed Sean on his idea.
It is. It's just that Schneep doesn't know how to type.
Oh. Oh, that's
Yep.
funny.
He likes
Heart rate
the-
120.
AKA, it's a typo.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Weight 8 pounds. Anomaly.
I mean, you know,
He weighs the
may be
same
a
amount
child,
as a
but I don't
baby.
think any child just.
He
I don't
weighs
think
the
any
same
child.
amount
should
as a
be.
baby.
The brain scan is not necessarily.
Great, not only my blood pressure is off the charts, but the weight approximately should be the same as a newborn. I mean, it does take. It only takes one key press to launch you into the air. That's because my physics are all floppy. It's not to do with the weight.
Periodic strabismus? I don't know.
Strabismus.
Strabismus. That means your
Strabismus.
eyes cross. That's
Oh.
that's what I have. That's why I wear glasses.
Oh, okay.
Ah. I wear glasses because I'm blind.
I need to get glasses, actually. Oh, Junebug, that's cute. Actually, okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. I actually I had a duck who we called Juno, and every time Junebugs would start springing up, he would go and chase them. So I nicknamed him Junebug, and also because he was born in the month of June. We assume, anyways.
Makes
We
sense.
got him in the month of June, so we called him Junebug. So this one is Jenny's. So she is 0909. Ah, Balsal Rooney. Oops! I keep doing that. Stop that, me. 9. 9. 9.
That's an
Stop
entirely
saying
different
no.
game.
9. Okay, Jennifer Mary. Okay. Weight 70. What? Why do they
19
all have a
pounds.
weight anomaly?
Again, it's just like we don't really want to do their weight, so we're just gonna make it so like everything's messed up on that.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's kind of actually, I kind of find that very scary. Also, Jennifer Marie Zimmerman. I like that name
Yeah.
for some reason. That is a very fluent name to it. That's very cute. Jenny, are you okay? Do you need a snack? Thank you for your concern, but the scale definitely needs fix. Although, it's funny that it's about the amount of weight I've gained since last time. Doctor's orders, though. Oh my gosh, just... Sentimentality moments in this game are what get me so hard.
Winter, summer, baby. Yep.
Just, yep, summer baby.
You would have
Winter,
been
summer,
born in the
because it's
summer.
kind of in between there.
And then there's the bathroom on the side. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Oh, wait, what?
There's a bathroom.
I know there was a bathroom on
Right
the
to
side
to the
here.
right side.
Yeah, no. And he said like a knife question. Wait a minute. I gotta get to
If
it.
you're stuck,
Yeah,
grab
well,
a
it's
machete from
nice
my
to know
office.
he's got a plan. It's nice to know he's got a plan. And then Jack,
Like,
please,
I actually went
don't.
back to
My
the
little
office and
theorist
was
heart
looking
can't
for
take
like
it.
so long before I realized that was just flavor text, and I was like, dang it. Like,
flavor
seriously,
text.
the amount of time I spent trying to look for that before realizing that was like half hour.
I really like how you put into the fourth wall with one of the characters from the city. Just like she knows that it's a fourth wall break at the same time, but they don't.
And
It
so,
is so
like, so does
funny.
Billy, and Billy's just like, yeah, no, they don't know about them.
They can't know about them.
Did you look at the fish?
Yes, the plastic fish.
Yes.
Fish.
I want to make sure you saw that.
Yeah, I went back on the overview and I went back and I like literally I wanted dicks. That was a fucking-
Yep. The
That
amount
one
of times
was-
I've gone back and just sat there and listened to a bit for that is more than a couple.
You did get permission.
You're the
from Day by
absolute
Day to
pinnacle
do
of
that.
maturity. That's my
You did
favorite
message
part
him
about
about it.
Billy.
He was very flattered that we wanted to use it.
I mean, I would be too if I ever did
I
something
told him
like
exactly
that.
what the joke was going to be. That it was just going to be
That
like a
face is like one of my favorite faces though, that Jack ever does, and Katie
Just,
just
like,
described that as
smiling.
like it's like I'm a stinker.
thinker. Yeah, basically.
God, you know, I'm really hoping that when Sean, I know I've already played through the game, but I'm hoping that when Sean does it, it's gonna be amazing because I
does.
know he's gonna be super excited about it. But at the same time,
I
here's
really
another
hope
thing
that
too.
he does eventually.
Here's
I really hope he gets around to it.
I hope so too. Here's another thing too, is that because actually I think you're probably gonna confirm this, Katie, is that he's probably gonna be waiting up until the point where the whole thing is out, so that way he can just play through the whole game.
Yeah, that seems to be what he's thinking as well. I
Yeah,
know he's
that's
excited
what
about
I
it.
was thinking too. That
I
seems
mean, I don't know.
logical.
I don't know
It's just
Sean's.
that he would remember everything, you know?
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
we
it,
don't
it
have
made
any.
sense to me. I was like, why hasn't he played this yet? And I'm like, it's probably because he's just waiting for everything to come out.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I was like, Jack, you need to play this game. It's so good. And I mean, like,
People say that, you know, and I think he's got that, he's got it in the back of his mind, and so he'll play when he plays it. We're not in any hurry
Yeah.
or anything.
yeah.
Yep.
Or at least,
No,
we're
and
assuming
it was
that's-
this character right here. It was this character right
Nico,
here.
yep.
Nico.
No, you gotta play the game Nico is from. It's such a sweet game.
One
really
shot.
good.
I
One shot.
actually want to play
Played it.
Nico. What's the game again? I gotta
One
One
shot.
One shot.
one shot. Yeah, I want to play
Which is
that.
great.
Yeah, she's like, hi, his computer, the war of him is something.
It's technically
and-
not a she, but it's also not technically a he. It's one of the. It's kind
I'm
of like
Sean,
first,
so
like,
yeah, I guess I
guy.
could say that. I don't know
Yeah.
if helping is the right word. Hey, I'm right here, aren't I? Can't argue with that. You are, in fact, here. But, Nico, there's not supposed to know about Sean, the fourth wall rules. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. This
so
is
this
the one
one's...
where you went back and named your character that.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to see.
Yeah, and I wanted to see, just because I wanted to see if, like, you had any, like, if Jack wanted to be cheeky and just wanted to just play as a community server, and I saw, like, 3 times you were like, are you Sean? Are you sure you're not Jacksepticeye? Are you sure you're not Jack? I love that part. That was
That was because
a really
he
good.
was dumb in the boss, and
Yeah.
he didn't do it right.
Yeah,
Well,
and
So he
That's-
didn't see the special message
We
at
just
the
gave
end.
up on we just gave up, and we don't trust him with it anymore.
Yep,
Oh,
never trust Jack with anything.
yeah.
That's the thing, though. I think what we've got like in the system right now actually kind of eliminates spaces because that's basically what happened. It was just an extra space.
Wait,
Yeah.
hang on.
Yep.
I didn't read what you say. Seriously though, who is Sean? I'm not. It's not important. Anyways, Sean is is in my game. Well, not in my. It's a little bit confusing, to be honest. Oh wait, do you mean? Nope, definitely not. Let's get going. See you later,
It
Nico.
makes more sense if you played one shot, which Mark did. So that's where Nico is from.
Yeah, I need to play
Mhm.
one shot. I actually.
Oh, it's a
I'm
wonderful
also-
little game.
Actually,
It's
if you ever get the chance to play it, Moonlighter is a really good game too. That's like one of my favorite games that I played so far in 2D. One that I'm also gonna play is Aries Memories, so that's gonna be another one. But I'm afraid we're like really out of time, and I've kind of gone over the limit of an hour. We're at like 1 hour and 13 minutes. But I feel like if we want to
Yeah.
do another like kind of interview thing, we can like schedule that. But I mean, I want to thank you guys first of all for coming on and like talking about the game itself. That was super sweet of you guys. I know like it's probably like really really bad of me to not like know what to do. Baby, I will talk to you in a minute. My boyfriend's texting me and my computer's telling me he's texting me. But thank you, Sushi and Katie, for coming on and kind of going over some of the things on Glitch in the System. I'm looking forward to more of Glitch on the System because it's an amazing game that you guys have come up with, and I really do love it. I absolutely love it. It is a great game. The boss was so amazing. The boss DLC was amazing, and the glitch in the system I know is going to be fantastic, just leading up to a great finale. So thank you guys so much for actually coming.
Absolutely torturous depending on how Katie's feeling.
Oh,
she can play with our
true.
heartstrings.
I'm gonna
You make
say,
it sound like I tried these things on a whim and not 3 years ago.
wait, over. Say the thing. Say the thing. She did it. She did that thing.
No, I'm not going to do it. Nope. How dare you speak to me in that tone of voice?
Yes.
I did it. I like doing my villain things. They're fun.
Oh, I sent him like a video clip today of like this person who was talking to their dog, and their dog was just like barking, and he's like, "How dare you speak to me in that tone of voice, boy?" And then he barks again, and he's like, "Oh, come here, you!" And I was like, I need to get him to do that to Katie if Katie does do that. I'm sorry, Katie. I had to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously though, like the writing honestly is a lot of fun. Honestly, I mean, just like seeing it anyway, from my perspective, I guess it's a lot of fun. I like going back and seeing all like the little things, and again, theorizing is a lot of fun. It is. It is.
It's so much fun.
It's nice to be able to think about a story.
I just ran out of steam, honestly, with the phone calls, because like nobody looks at them either, and so I'm like, wow. So
actually, my favorite part in Jazz Punk,
it's not something you want me to have.
Right. Actually, I should say this. My favorite part in Jazz Punk is when you got chasing all the other characters together. I think it was right here that I can get to it. Yeah, because this is the one part after I talked to Mac going into Jazz Punk. When going into Jazz Punk, when there's this one moment, and Oliver didn't even know about this one either, because he didn't go to it at the time. But I knew there was something having to do with the trash cans, and I was like, I need to go to the trash cans to see if Sean's gonna make that joke. Why did I say John?
Yeah, I mean, Sean is basically John.
Sean is John, and John is Jack.
I laughed at that one.
Yeah, I need to go to that part, so I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. But it was just like, it was such a perfect thing, because it's like, oh my god, thank you for putting in new time references and old time references. I'm pretty sure Jack's gonna appreciate
Among Us is like way ahead of its time, because like, I think it was like he made a comment about it like in like the beginning or whatever, but it was like, I look like I'm from 2018.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Yeah, here was the thing that we had. This was the weird thing.
What?
What?
I think that you're playing an older version of it, because I think we fixed that.
I can't be, because I just updated this. I literally just updated this
is
when
weird.
You guys fixed all the bugs.
I've never seen this one before. This one is odd.
In my life. Okay, we'll send it to Riley.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Riley's the one that like fixes the actual stuff. I'm just kind of like, ever since I became a tester, I just kind of hang out there and basically figure out, okay, how the heck did you do this, and can I do it as well?
Well, you know what I'll do. You know what I'll do is I won't.
Yeah.
Well, it's automatically saved to there, I guess. But
yeah.
Actually, it would have been a really fun thing to do.
I don't think the autosave actually has been fixed yet for Jazz Punk, actually.
Well, it's not even fixing it. It's just
well, then why do we have Sean in shorts? Why do we have Sean in shorts? That's why.
Oh wow, that's an older autosave. Yeah, we need to add autosave to Jazz Punk at some point.
Jazz Punk. Yeah. I don't know how we completely forgot about that when in testing. It was just like we just saved a bunch, but we totally forgot about autosave.
Well, I'll just add that clip in. But I want to again thank you guys so much for coming on for the interview. If we want to make a part 2 of this, please hit me up. I would love to make a part 2 of it after I play the next chapter when it comes out, hopefully this spring.
Hopefully.
Next chapter is my least favorite part of this entire development of this entire game. I have hated the next chapter. Whatever you see, I don't even know what you're going to see at this point.
I am excited to see. Yeah. I mean, I know I put in Little Nightmares and let's have Billy have that in there, and I was like, let's put in Little Nightmares too.
That falls on you.
They've kind of got it set, but it's just hell on the development. Like, I've heard Katie just vent about like just how just infuriating this next area is.
I remember some of the basics. And I do have some knowledge of like coding. So if you ever need help, please let me know.
No, it's not coding. It's story related. That's
just
we're going to.
Yeah.
And speaking of Sushi, we should probably talk about that tonight. But
Oh yeah, like I said, I still need to play through and take a look at everything. So.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you guys so much for coming on. And I'm so sorry about like the hectic trying to make sure everybody knew what time to come on because over messed up on our times.
I'm sorry. I explained things badly.
Yes, you do. You do. You very much so explain things very badly. So I nearly missed what time we were gonna do this because I was like, okay, 6 o'clock. That's when we're gonna do it, and then we're good. But no, you messed it up.
I messed up time zones.
Anyways, but again, thank you guys so much for coming on. And again, please hit me up if you want to do another interview and we can go over some other items on the next chapter once it comes out. But I'm going to probably get this video edited and put in maybe tonight. I don't know. I still have to come up with the thumbnail. That's the one thing I got to do. The creation.
I can send you a picture of my thumb if you want.
No, I just need the nail. That's about it. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching this as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay purely awesome. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.